Don't you dare go hollow. A phrase used in the Soulsborne community. The Dark Souls games are known for their overall difficulty and unfairness of the games. The phrase points to a state in those games where you die or get defeated. You become a hollow, a husk of a human without a soul. And, well, to get your humanity back, you will have to overcome the challenge that bested you the time before. But this phrase, to many people, means much more than just a game mechanic. For some people, it's almost a life-changing saying. Everyone has gone through a struggle, even if it's stubbing your toe or getting a paper cut. A struggle is something that everyone experiences. Even the story of the Soulsborne games are a struggle. Elden Ring is a struggle for control where you fight your way up to become the Elden Lord and take over the role of the leader. Dark Souls is a struggle for humanity, trying to fight your way through, not going hollow. Bloodborne is a struggle for addiction, where a dangerous virus has gotten people addicted to blood and to beast blood. Struggles are very hard to categorize. The phrase, "Don't you dare go hollow," is a phrase describing a struggle. The struggle of giving up. The Dark Souls games are hard, they are unfair, but they are not, and never will be, impossible. They are a challenge, but they should never make you give up. They are a struggle. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Insanity is a phrase many people use to describe the gameplay of the Dark Souls games, going at a boss over and over again, expecting to win or learn an attack or at least not die. But it isn't insanity. You are learning and you are improving. You are bettering yourself by trying it over and over and recognizing the moves, recognizing what he's going to do next, what attacks he's going to use. You don't learn from running away, but from confronting the main source of your struggle. Let me share a story as an example. This user describes how they've struggled and were going through rough times while writing this post. Quote, "I struggled quite a bit with depression, and currently am going through a fairly rough patch. I can honestly say that I found Dark Souls to be one of the most therapeutic games that I've ever played. Yeah, the atmosphere is bleak, and getting wrecked by a boss or an area over and over again can be really demoralizing, but you keep going. You keep getting wrecked until you figure out how not to get wrecked. The moment where you figure out how not to get wrecked and then manage to take that knowledge to emerge victorious is so amazingly uplifting." He notes that the Dark Souls game have acted as a sort of therapy. But why? That's what I'm here to discuss with you today. Despite the game, as quoted, being bleak, dark, and frankly sad, the sheer feeling of overcoming such an overwhelming and seemingly impossible struggle such as a Dark Souls boss or anything along the lines is uplifting to someone who is struggling through their toughest times. If you go back to what the user was writing, this user states that he was stuck on the boss that he battled before. To quote, "I couldn't sleep this morning. I battled Ornstein and Smo on New Game Plus. I came close to soloing them a couple times. I finally broke down and summoned Solaire, and after many attempts managed to win the fight. This is the third time I've managed to win them against those two. First two times were a new game playthrough.
Oh!
And
Fish!
each victory
Fish
I
donuts
felt
boil?
maybe
What is wrong with you?
It's takoyaki. I'm drowning my sorrows in octopus balls. I've been online dating. It's a total disaster. I've only had one match. It was a pretty obvious catfish situation.
My name's Jennifer. You gave me social security.
Jennifer.
Now, I see that as a positive step. Out of all the identities he could have stolen, he chose yours. You want to know why?
Because I posted my annual income.
Because you posted your annual income.
In a post about Bloodborne and depression, there's a pattern that many people, myself included, recognize. Working your way up a ladder, feeling good and happy with your progress, then meeting a stopping point that knocks you down and down again. The user writes about how that Bloodborne reminds him of the real world. Broken, unfixable, beyond saving even. A world that is out to get them. No one knows why we are here, but games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls show the people that just because you're not the strongest, or the smartest, or the funniest, or even the wittiest, you still have a purpose. A reason to keep pushing, to climb back up the ladder, to overcome your struggle, to prove that you won't go hollow, that you will not give up, and that you will face your struggle head on. To quote the user's original post, "For every shitty moment in my life I get stronger. And that world will never change. The best thing I can do is what I do in Bloodborne. Adjust my life and experiences and learn from it. Become a survivor. A hunter. I am alone already. So why not make the best of it?" So, the Dark Souls games have done a lot of things for its community. From just giving someone a challenge to giving someone a life-changing look. There is something in these games that not many pieces of media can recreate quite like From Software can. That's hope. So even if you are in the dark space, in the darkest of places, when your soul is going through a dark night, don't you dare go hollow. Thank you so much for Daryl Talks Games to have allowed me to use his video as inspiration for this video essay that I've used for my English project. I will have his account and his YouTube channel linked in the description, along with other people's footage that I might have used in this video. Thank you so much for allowing me to make this project, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you very much.